congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I get to and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I'm done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Oh, man, that was close. That opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. Oh, he pulls over him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try to throw down. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Well, Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We're scoreless after 1. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Maher is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 27, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Giants are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ferguson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance.
And he's going to be he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
Pollard again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by Justin Ellis.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones
going right back to Golladay.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw again on second down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
To throw on second and 10. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
44 yards.